everyone, and welcome to the General Hospital recap for October 19th. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Also, be a beauty and hit that bell down below so you get notified every time we upload a new video or recap. So, I attempted filming this video last night and starting a new segment that I've kind of wanted to start called Whiskey Wednesday. And I was going to film all 5 videos while sipping on my Jack Daniels Gentleman Jack sipping whiskey. But I ran into, you know how people have technical difficulties? I had something much different. I was sitting on this exercise ball chair that I have, and I started to notice that I was getting very low to the ground. Well, either it had deflated a little bit because somebody leaned a Swiffer against it, I won't mention any names, or the cats, as they've been kind of jumping on it, pierced a little hole. Things went downhill fast, and I filmed about 1.5 videos that will not see the light of day, so let's get right to it. And this is water. Also, I had like 2 sips of that stuff, and I was like super drunk. I haven't drank any alcohol since February, and it shows, let me tell you. At Betsy's place, Betsy says Franco was the reason Andrew fell. He pushed him down the stairs. Now, she didn't see it. She can't know for sure. And Franco's like, well, did you ever ask me if I pushed him down the stairs on purpose? Or ask Andrew what happened? And apparently Andrew wouldn't talk about it. Franco asked if he ever confessed to it, but Betsy didn't think it was intentional. And he's like, well, why did you think I could even do something like that? Because this was way before he got sick. And he lives with 3 boys that definitely know it's not okay to push someone down the stairs. Like, that's not little kid behavior. Like, when you're a little kid, you're not like, you know what would be fun? Pushing you down the stairs. She sent Andrew away because she knew he would be okay, and she felt Bobby needed her more. And he's like, well, where did Andrew go? Which, honestly, that's the question on all of our minds. Oh, that is my teleprompter. Okay, that's a little better. Watch out. She took him to a foundling hospital outside of Port Charles. She rang the doorbell and told him to stay put. Someone would take really good care of him, and he was okay. Like, he could handle it. They took him in, and that's the last she ever saw of him because she never checked in on him. And Franco's just sitting here in a lot of pain because it occurs to him that he's super messed up. Like, even more messed up than he thought he was, because now he knows even as a kid he had these tendencies. At General Hospital, Griffin tells Deanna he can't speak to a patient as a priest anymore, and Kevin overhears that and is like, what you say? Kevin backtracks. He's like, ugh, I'm overstepping, I'm sorry. And Griffin's like, you know what? It's okay, I am leaving the priesthood. Griffin is at peace with his decision, but Kevin doesn't totally buy it. He thinks there's a lot more to this. It looks like I'm a floating head. Where's my neck? There's my neck. At the Metro Court, Dante and Lulu are at dinner. Laura approaches them. They're on their date night, and she hints that she might be joining the married people soon, going on date night. She tells them how Kevin proposed, and she had turned him down because she didn't want her proposal to be associated with Ava or Valentine, but she loves Kevin a lot. And Dante cautions her that, you know, she should probably say yes if he asks again, because you don't want this to go on for too long. Kevin arrives, Dante and he go to the bar. Dante is not being subtle at all, and it's so cute because the General Hospital Facebook page has been posting like throwback videos, and they did the video with like Dante and Lulu when they first met, and like that was like so pure Dante, like right from the beginning, and it was like so lovely to see. He's so funny, and he's always been funny, but like he's so funny. But anyway, not being subtle at all, because that's who Dante is. And now Dante and Lulu go to the bar, and Kevin and Laura sit down at the table. Lulu is going to stay vigilant and take a picture of the proposal if it happens, because Laura is like pretty sure it's happening tonight. Dante really wants to head out, but Lulu is ready and waiting. But Kevin is talking about a colleague to Laura, but like she thinks it's fun proposal talk, but it's not. And then it looks like Kevin is going to get on one knee and propose, but he's just tying his shoe. Haven't we all been there? I know I have. Who am I dating? Who proposed to me? Nobody. BJ, you want to propose to me? I gave you cat food. Nope. At Sunny's, Ava wants to use the note in exchange for seeing Avery, and he's like, no. And he also heard that she crashed the memorial. She asks Sunny not to turn Avery against her, and he's like, I don't have to, because as soon as she's old enough to understand, she'll see who you really are. And she says she is capable of doing the right thing every once in a while, and she gives him the note without any strings attached, and he reads it real fast and asks where she got it. Ava doesn't know the name of the guy who gave it to her. The stranger from the clinic did. He's in Port Charles now. He asked her to bring Sunny this note. Ava says it seems like he doesn't mean Sunny any harm, and she won't give any more information, so cool. The note says, Sunny, meet me where you and Robin scattered Stone's ashes. Come alone, like the night you gave me $40 for a cab. Oh, hi, PJ. Are you here to propose to me? In one ear, out the other. See, I can be Modern Family. Sunny says that this is Jason's handwriting, and only he and Jason know that stuff, especially the $40 for a cab. And then it's real flashback time where we actually get to see the $40 scene, and I love flashbacks so much. Like, if they honestly they just did a whole throwback episode, that would be totally cool with me. At the park, oh, I punched cardboard. No, it's my biggest fear. At the park, patient Jason is there. Liz and Jake are there too. Elizabeth has to take a call real fast, and Jason sees Jake and softly is like, Jake? And oh my goodness, last he knew, Jake was dead. And this must be like, oh my goodness. Hey, like father, like son coming back from the dead. Am I right? So then Jason, like our Jason that we've had for the last 2 years, comes up and Jake runs to him and like, this is so bizarre, am I right? Jake says someone said his name and Jason offers to look where it was. Cause like, patient Jason is like kind of behind this wall, but Jake's like, no, I'm okay, I just really want some hot chocolate. And honestly, same. And he goes to get some hot chocolate for all of them. Patient Jason remembers asking Elizabeth for one of Jake's kidneys, the flashback, and like I remember that scene, and I covered that scene. We were doing recaps then. A lot of these flashbacks, like it was pre We Shouldn't Sing, but this one was like kind of in the beginning of We Shouldn't Sing. That video I believe has since been privated because that's back when we were like filming the TV, and even though commentary, it's technically fair use, I just don't want to play games, so I put them on private. Jake goes right past patient Jason without even looking. Then they talk about Franco, and oh my goodness, patient Jason is gonna throw a fit. And to bring back the General Hospital Facebook page, they posted a video with like all of the Franco, like the James Franco, and like I don't even know why they brought Roger Howarth back in his character. I think his character should have just been like relegated to like James Franco, but he's doing a good job with what he was given. But I know. Anyway, Elizabeth heard about the acquisition of Derek Wells Media. Jason's like, cool, what were you gonna tell me the other day, you and Franco? It sounded a lot more important than a permission slip. It sounded like maybe why Franco had visited me, and he asked if there's something he needs to know. Jake comes back and says he knew he heard someone say his name. He's right over there. Jake wasn't scared though, he felt safe. And then Sunny calls Jason. He needs him to come by the house right now. Jason says that something's weird, and then Franco shows up and Jason leaves. By the way, Jake won a pumpkin carving contest, and like me and Sarah Jane and Cassie we just carved pumpkins. My pumpkin's right over there, but here's a picture of that. Carly, put the picture in, thank you. Elizabeth tells Franco Jason is asking questions, and Franco's like, well, I can't tell him what I was going to tell him because I just learned that that's not even true. He knows the entire truth now. Betsy was covering stuff up, which, I mean, surprise, surprise, am I right? Why do I keep talking like this? I just watched Jenna Marbles, and I think you can tell. At Sunny's, Sunny asks Jason about the note. Jason's like, where did you get this? Ava is claiming someone gave it to her, a stranger she met in Russia. He thinks it's all connected to the phone call he got from Russia. Jason is convinced that this is a setup, and Sunny's like, I'm gonna go to this meeting. He has to meet this person for himself. At the bridge, patient Jason is waiting on the bridge, and we're just all waiting for things to happen. At Ava's, Ava returns to an empty apartment. She reads the note that patient Jason left for her. Thanks for the clothes and everything else, I won't forget it. There's a knock at the door. It's Griffin, because my day can't get any better. He tells her he left the priesthood. He went to the church and lit a candle, and he prayed knowing that he was going to get an answer. And she's like, why? Why is he leaving? What does this mean? And now end scene. Kevin says Laura wanted a grand romantic gesture, and he can do better than a restaurant proposal. Way to throw shade, Kevin. I bet a bunch of people who watched this episode were proposed to in restaurants. There's nothing wrong with being proposed to in restaurants. I'm just saying. I mean, if anyone had any ideas and you see me in a restaurant, just go for it. I'll probably say yes. And I bet that the proposal is going to be around Christmas. Like, I just kind of feel it in my bones. Ava asks if Griffin is okay with this decision, and he says yes. He fought it so hard for such a long time, but the priesthood isn't the right choice for him anymore. And she's like, okay, well, what does this mean for us? Franco doesn't want to talk about any of this Andrew stuff anymore, and Elizabeth asks if this means the little boy had no relation to Jason, and he goes, yes, Jason doesn't have a twin who died. Okay, way to play that game. Sonny tells Jason that Ava couldn't know the information in the note. Just absolutely not, especially this $40 thing. But if it didn't come from Jason, and Ava can't know it, who did it come from? And patient Jason is waiting on the bridge patiently. See what I did there? That is it for the 19th. We are going to get right into it with the 20th in 2 seconds, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.